Hey, hey, hope all is well with you. I'm Leslie. You can call me LesAnn. I won't answer because it's still my name. Hooty hoop. All right, y'all. So, on one of my last videos, I was organizing and putting up some fabric, and I was going to tell you what that fabric was from. And I was just going to splice it and do this and do that. But once I thought about it, I didn't like the way the video was flowing. So, guess what Leslie's doing? She's just going to re-record it and add in some other fabrics that I was supposed to show y'all that I hadn't shown. Okay. So right now, or currently, this is a fabric haul, but I'm also going to tell you about some projects that I did at the end of last week, as well as some other ones. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. What do I do here? I play with fabric. So you will find me playing with some kind of fabric. It may even be home decor because I did some pillows last week, which were so cute. Make sure if you haven't already watched that video, go ahead and check it out. I know some people don't purchase their fabric from Walmart. I know it. I understand. It's whatever floats your boat. I myself, I kind of buy fabric wherever I see something pretty and I like it. And it's going to work with what I want it to do. Because currently right now, I do have a lot of fabric. I will admit. I have a surplus. And maybe one day I will do just a somewhat of a fabric tour, or you will never see everything. I can tell you that. Because it's not all in this room. Should I buy any more fabric? Probably never. Will I buy more fabric? Probably so. It is what it is. But let's just start to make things up. Now, part of the reason why I am still buying, not just because I love fabric, but because I have bolts of fabric that are about 6 to 10 yards. And after a while making something with the same fabric, you get tired. So I am trying to mix and match and get some other fabrics that I can incorporate with those fabrics. Now, you're probably asking, well, why do you have like 6 to 10 yards of fabrics? One, price point was good when I bought it. Two, at the time, I actually used to run a storefront. I still have it. I still have some clothes in it, but I just don't promote it like I used to. Most of the clothes that were in there were plus size. I had like a few small sizes, but most of them were plus size. And that's what I geared my clothing brand towards, plus size. But now it's towards me because a girl needs some clothes. All right, so we have a few things. I'm going to do it this way. At first, I was going to do the project, but I think I'm going to end the project. So make sure you stay tuned so you can watch. I will kind of give you an idea of the patterns that I may use. I'll try to drop the pattern on the side. Now, these are varying different types of fabrics. Most of it is polyester. It is what it is. But I'll at least kind of give you like the type of polyester, like whether it's a chiffon or something like that. I'll try my best. Some of them I do know. Some of them I'm clueless about, but it happens. So we're going to give like this. One fabric I probably like the most, or like a lot of, is chiffon. Why? I don't know. I know, but because you can wear it as an overlay, and usually some of the prints are just so pretty that you can't help it. So this print, animal print, oh my goodness, ain't that gorgeous? Just so pretty. When I bought this, I actually bought I got another black right here. This is not the right one. I can't find it right now. Do I lose stuff in my room? Yeah. Will I find it later on? Yeah, it'll be all right. But this chiffon, I loved it. As soon as I seen it, it caught my eye because the print is so bold and just so, it's just gorgeous. It's just a regular lightweight chiffon. So immediately, this is 4 yards. I'm planning to do a duster. I think it's 4 yards, and maybe 3 or 4 yards. Now, if you didn't know, the Walmart bundles, the price range is as low as $2 for a number of yards, as much as $8. I think that's the highest for fashion fabric. They do have fleece and stuff there. I've not bought that, but the fashion fabric, I think, is $8 is the highest price point I've seen. So, but yeah, this is one of them. Now with this one, my plan is going to either be 2 different patterns. Okay, it's going to be either 8285. This one. There is a Mimi G pattern where she's wearing a white outfit and a duster over it. That kind of gives me the same vibe. So most likely I'll do something like that. They'll probably be long sleeve cuffed. I like cuffs more so than elastic. So this is one I was thinking of doing. Or it'll be McCall 7624, more of a kimono style. I like those as well. The long version. If you don't already know me, until I cut it, it may not be that pattern. I may change my mind. Now, I'll tell you this too. So I have another chiffon. This is a mustard chiffon, mustard yellow, and this one matches like another fabric that I was planning to pair with it. So I was thinking about a duster with this as well. Like I said, dusters are so versatile because even though maybe if I wore it as a duster, I can always put underneath a bodycon dress, and you got a nice little cute ensemble. So then we have this one. Once I seen it, I just loved. I love the kind of which Aztec kind of vibe to it. I know it's not Aztec, but it just kind of gives you that feel. I just love and I like the fact that it's a crinkle chiffon. So you're not going to iron the wrinkles out. So if you try to iron them out, just like a pleated fabric, pre-pleated fabric that doesn't, that's this. It's a crinkled chiffon. That olive green. Now, once I picked this up, I picked it up because I knew I already had a olive colored material that would pair well with this. So I had thought about doing a top out of this, or most likely a top, because it's only 2 yards. And I'm just going to show you these 2 fabrics because these are not Walmart's. These are 2 fabrics I had in my stash. But I had this olive colored. It's close. Both of them are kind of like in between it, but I think it'll still give a good compliment. This one's more of a rayon, I think. This is a rayon. Nice olive. I don't know how much. Well, let me look. It may be on here. I have 2 2/3, and it is a rayon. I was right. I got that one. Now, this one is lighter, but I like the texture of this one. This one, I like it because of the feel of it. But the color is better for the other one, if you look. I could probably get away with it and do like a tonal thing. But it's enough here to do like a whole dress or a pair of pants and do a tank top or something with it, which would be good. Because then if I do a top, perfect. Now, the top I'm thinking of, which I'll probably have to put on the screen, which is Simplicity's 3002, or is that the other one? 8040. I liked both of those tops, and I'll probably do the sleeves differently. All right, to the next fabric. Next one is this snake print chiffon. As I told you, I like chiffon. Got a lot of it. This is 2 yards as well. I thought most likely I don't have plans for this one. I just like the print. I'm probably not even going to work with it until maybe September or so, only because this will be something that I will pair with something for the fall and winter, most likely. But I love the colors. Nice little neutral. In fact, I think it will work well with the gray suit that I did earlier in the year, or end of last year, which was ME 2007. Whichever one it is, I'll pop up a picture of me in the outfit. I think it would look good with that. If not, I'll probably wear it with the pants. Only thing is, I will have to do some alterations to that suit because I've actually probably lost 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds since I made that. And I've noticed that a lot of, like, there was an outfit I wore this weekend and I was pictured in it, and looking at the picture, one, wearing it, it was huge on me. And then seeing the picture, it looked even bigger on me. So, yeah, we got to do some tailoring down. Now, new things I will tailor down. Things I've had for some years, I'm giving away. That's my fault. I know some people would be like, girl, I'll tailor it down. I'm not. All right. So, in the process, I have come across some flops when I purchased it. You know, I feel it, and sometimes I can get my finger, because it's wrapped pretty tight in the little pack sometimes, and sometimes you can't get your finger in there to feel the fibers to see what it actually is. And this, for me, this is a slight flop, but I'll work with it. I love the print. So this is it's a stable knit. When I looked at it, I don't know what I was thinking I was feeling, but I didn't think this was going to be a stable knit. I don't know what I was thinking of. That's my only thing. I don't like the fact that I couldn't tell exactly what it was. So when you look at it, if you look at it really close, it looked like it's ghosting, like you can see both sides of the fabric. All it is because it's a very thin, so it's not ghosting like I thought. But my head was thinking it was a chiffon. How did I mess that up? I don't know. It happens. But I'm not stressed about it. I'll still use it. I just gotta, because it's more of a stable. It's a knit, but it's stable, so it doesn't stretch. It doesn't have mechanical stretch. It doesn't stretch any kind of way. There's no stretch, but it's a knit, but it's got a nice drape to it. It's like, So, and this was 2 yards. I do like the fact that sometimes when they do get it right, you get some decent quality fabrics. If you just want to do some testing out, trying something out, maybe you are doing some toiles, go check Walmart out. Instead of paying, because some of that muslin that you may spend an arm and leg for, you may be mad later on because you didn't spend all that money. But if you want to keep your costs low and maybe test out a pattern with a fabric similar to what you plan to use, it's nothing wrong with giving one of these bundles a try. I say. I do. But I like the fact that it's black in here, a winey color, and a tan. So this still gives me the feel of a fall. So it may not come out until then. Now this one is a rib knit. I'm going to have to probably get a picture or something of a close-up so you can really see this. This one is really thick. This is like perfect for cuffs, the bands on bomber jackets. I thought I thought there's another fabric that I bought as well. And it's a knit, but it's a lighter weight. And I was planning to use it as dress, but I can't find it right now. It's here somewhere. But when I picked this up, I had this thought that I was going to do a cute little bodycon dress. I thought about it, y'all. I'm not that big on bodycon when it comes to solid colors. I noticed that any of the ones that I've done that were sorter kind of bodycon, they've always been print. They've never been a solid color. So I'm glad I never made it, first of all. Because this one I've had in my stash. I'm glad I never made it because I would have been hot mad. Because I wouldn't wear it. Unless I'm like planning to wear it underneath a duster. And at the time, I didn't have a duster that I wanted to make. You see what? The issues. Now, these two are I got one more over here. One of the most recent ones. This one, I will do a maxi sort of bodycon. It won't fit. It'll cascade and fit at the hips and drop down. In fact, I have a dress that I've done like multiple times, and I call her Maxine, or something like that. And I want to do that. Because it'd be something cute, comfortable, loungy, cute, comfortable, just summerish. And once I looked at it, I realized that it actually matched that yellow chiffon over there, the stitching lines. So, but when I seen one sewer, she had it in a mesh. And once I seen it in a mesh, I thought it was really cute. So when I came across this, and that's one thing, when you come across a print or a fabric you like at Walmart, I suggest you go ahead and get it if you definitely like it, because it's like one-offs, and you never know what you're going to get. And you may not see it again. So I was going to leave it. And then I kept on saying, no, if I leave it, I'm going to be mad later on. And I'm glad I did. Especially now finding out that it actually matches the yellow. And that will look really cute. Nice maxi, do a duster. Or if I do a midi or knee length. So this one, I think it's 3 yards here. So we'll see what I end up doing for sure. Like I said, nothing's a guarantee. And it's a regular polyester knit, like an ITY. Now this one I picked up unsure. I'm not like mad at the pattern, but I'm not necessarily gun-ho about the pattern. That's what I'll say. Not gun-ho. I'm probably going to end up making it out to be a workout gear because it's actually a heavier weight than that one. And that's what threw me once I got it home and I really felt it. It was like it's a heavier weight, so it's a lot more stable, but it has stretch. And it may not seem like it's different from the other one, but it is. It's also different. So maybe workout gear. There is a pattern that I am thinking of doing. Because I'm trying to get through my scraps because I do need a couple workout pieces. It is Nomi 2051. I'll put it up on the screen because you can't see it from here. I want to do, if I can do the pants, and even if I can just use portion of if I don't have enough to do everything, even if it's just a portion of the sports bra would be good. I'm actually getting ready. I got some remnant fabric that I'm gonna test out the bra, the sports bra, because I did another one and I don't even wear it. I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I don't like the way it fits. it's tight in places I don't like. I need to be comfortable. You know, you got to be comfortable. So the last fabric that I have gotten out of a Walmart bundle in recent months is this one. And I'm kind of stumped as to what to do. It's a panel one. It's a panel one. I was thinking of just doing a skirt. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So it's a panel version. But you see how, like, yeah. It's 2 yards. And, you know, like I said, sometimes you purchase something and you think you're going to like it. I'm unsure. I like it, but I think the harsh black, I will probably remove a decent amount of it. Make a skirt. If I have enough and I can strategically plan it where maybe the top part is just this part, and then I can get me a skirt out of the bottom some kind of way. It's just going to have to be some serious plan. I can't. This is a fabric that you can't rush. As always, like I said, this one, unsure about. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and talk about what was my works for last week. Now, 2 of them, I'm just going to pop up pictures of on the screen. Both of them are skirts. So I'll drop them here. One is a maxi skirt. It was made out of ITY. I'll show you. I'll try to get a close up of the fabric because it's really busy. But it's this ITY print. I've had it a while. This is one of my 10-yard bolts, and I went on and made that maxi skirt. It does have pockets. That skirt probably took me, even cutting, 1.5 hours, 2 hours tops to cut it and sew it. It does have it didn't have the roll down waistband. I needed one that you can encase the elastic in separate because I knew that I was going to do channeled rows of stitching because the elastic I had was like 1.5 inches. And I don't know if y'all remember, I did talk about this on something I recently worked on, is that particular elastic was I felt flimsy. So to give it some stability, it was better to do rows of channel stitching, and it makes it look better. So I did that on that one. And then the other one was made out of I think it was peach skin or no, that was a rayon. It was made out of a rayon blend. And that was one of them, and made more like a knee length. No, it was calf. It came to the calf because I was trying to use all of the fabric up, and it was a basic A-line skirt with a detached elastic band that you can attach, and I did the channel on it because when you use a wider elastic, what I don't like when you use a wider elastic is when you're trying to cinch it down and make it really small for somebody so it can fit, because this particular elastic really has a lot of give to it. You end up with the look of a bubble, and then the elastic collapses a lot. So I didn't want that. That's why the channel stitching was important. So I did that. So those are the 2 skirts that I finished last week. And then we're going to talk about what's over here in this corner. Okay. All right, y'all. My head ain't cut off. Anyway, y'all. So this is Simplicity's 3002. One of my favorite makes. It will probably be on constant rotation because I love it that much. So, I am doing Make 6 in 2026, and the first project was shirts. Trying to find the great button-up shirt for me. I said I completed the project because I actually ended up using this pattern, but I didn't make the yellow top yet. I did several toiles, and I did that intentionally because I was trying to find a button-up shirt pattern or blouse that I really was going to like and look good with the next project I was planning to make. But I didn't get to this one. I'm still in the think mode. Anyway, let me stop because I'm gonna talk myself to death. Anyway, so we have made this. I am still working my kinks out. The fit is decent on this one. It's not as good as my other one, and that's why I was holding off from making it. But I was like, I need to start getting some of my whips or works in progress kind of out. So I had cut it out, but I didn't cut the sleeves. So I thought I wanted this fluffy, like flyaway sleeve. This particular sleeve is not a pattern. I did it. I wanted it to be full. So basically I did the width of a 44-inch wide and just curved it. So it's straight on this end, even though you think it's straight on this end near the gathers, is actually straight on the this side. So I cut straight, and then I did basically a moon, half moon shape, just extended. And I came up with this. And I know me. I would never wear this. I don't like it. I know some people would like really just go for it. I won't. I wouldn't. It'll be something that's sitting in my closet. And see, the base of it, I love. I love the color. I know I'm going to love the fit. I still got to tweak something in the back, and I'll show you that in a second. And plus, I still got to do buttons. This is a situation where I'm going to have a problem because I really want this done now, but I'm going to have to do some searching for some buttons. I wish I found some when I was in Atlanta. If I thought about it, I would have got them, but I didn't. Anyway, so we, of course, had to figure out what I was going to do because I didn't want a long sleeve, but I needed a sleeve that makes sense and could go into a jacket that I'm planning on making. So I did this. Now with this one is literally all I did was take a piece of elastic and cinched it down. It's about 15-inch thin elastic. I'm going to tell you something though. I showed it to my husband and I asked him which sleeve. I said, which sleeve? He said, I don't like either. I'm like, I'm a little upset. It don't matter because I'm still wearing it. But yeah, that threw me. Usually if he don't like it, he really don't like it. So, but I'm going for this one. Because it's a little bit more tame. I may try something else out later on. But this, maybe because of how long it is or how gathered it is, I don't know. But I'm not taking it off. That's where I was at the point, and I'm still there. I'm not taking it off. So we're going to go with this, put the elastic in, and I just got to finish. The inside is pretty much done. I did serge some areas other areas I did do French seams on. I did top stitching. That's part of the reason why I don't want to take nothing out, because I did top stitching on it, including the very back, which the back seam does not supposed to be there. If y'all didn't already know, I put the back seam in to give myself more area to kind of swoop out, so this sits across my bum better. I will tell you that for some reason right here, it's still a little full, but I don't want to make it go in too much. So I'm going to take it in a little bit more so that it lays a little flatter, because my other one lays like completely flat. But also too, I have washed the fabric, so I know it's shrunk down to the point it's going to shrink, but I'm not going to do a whole lot with it. I think I have a little bit more left. And like I said, right now it's a matter of figuring out what buttons. And I went through all my buttons. None of the buttons make me want to add it to this. None of them at all. Unless I end up doing buttons to match the outfit it's going with. This is the fabric it's going with. Unless I did just yellow covered buttons, I could do that. That will give me a little bit more. But we shall see. I may order the cover button kit. And because I want it to be clean. I had these other buttons that I picked, and I really wanted to use them, but the only problem was, let me see if I can find them. I don't see them. Only problem was they are look like a starburst. So they're yellow, pink, green, and blue. So it's like a starburst. So the color, the yellow is in the middle, and then the color kind of radiates out from there. And that was not going to work well with this because of the pink. If the pink wasn't in it, I would have went for it. But, so that's where my dilemma is. So this is probably going to sit a couple weeks until I figure out what I really, really want as far as buttons concerned. But I am going to finish the sleeve. If I have enough left of the yellow, which I know I have some, I just don't know how much, I may make me a different kind of top that uses the rest of the fabric up. Because I like variations and changes, and I'm trying to avoid leaving like small pieces of fabric in my stash. So, but anyway, y'all, I have talked way too long. Way too long. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I done made it to 500, y'all. Yay! Anyway, make sure if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. What you will see is me playing with fabric, because that's what I love to do. I appreciate y'all. Much love to all of y'all. Y'all have a great and wonderful day.